The first alert forecast, chilly weather is the story. You're taking a live look at the Inner Harbor where the Baltimore Lighted Boat Parade is taking place. Fun time to be in the Inner Harbor right now with a lot of other holiday events going on. First alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is back with a check of the evening forecast. Hi, Cutter.
Hey there. Good evening, Grace. Everyone watching, it's a stunning holiday weekend out there. No matter what you're celebrating, what you're doing, if you're with friends, family, loved ones, the weather will cooperate for those evening plans. So it is cold. You'll want the jackets. Current temperatures right now, 35 in Baltimore, 37 in Annapolis, Hagerstown 40. Unfortunately, we lost that Aberdeen thermometer, but reporting upper 30s not too long ago, right around 39 degrees last check. Temperatures continuing to tumble back through the mid 30s. In fact, here at TV Hill, we're at 36.5 degrees. We're back into lower 30s by midnight. That's in the city. If you're outside the city and especially outside the Beltway, temperatures cooling even more quickly. So a cold night ahead. In fact, ironically, while dry, it will be colder than last night. 26. Your forecast low early tomorrow morning in Baltimore, back up to 45 or so tomorrow afternoon. I think many of us, though, in the lower 40s away from downtown Baltimore. That actually is quite a bit warmer than Monday and Tuesday are going to be. I'm tracking the next surge of Arctic air coming up. Grace, in the full weather forecast.
Right outside this evening, it is cold and dry. You're taking a peek at Baltimore's Inner Harbor. First alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is back with the forecast for the back half of the weekend. Hi, Cutter.
Hey there, Grace. It's looking great. In fact, I would say enjoy Sunday because big changes on the way, and it's possible winter weather. Once again, it could be in the forecast. Laying out the highlights of what's shaping up to be a pretty busy weather pattern here. We have those highlights here for you. Three things to watch over the next few days. We're looking at first a decent Sunday for the Ravens game, and we're going to be continuing to monitor that here for the next, 6 to 12 hours. Not expecting any big changes in the first alert forecast. And then as we get into Monday, Tuesday, huge changes on the way. We're talking about a good 10 to 15 drop in our temperature afternoons and mornings. So keep that in mind. And then as the cold air really settles in, we're looking at the possibility of a winter storm as we get into Thursday night and Friday. It's just a possibility, not a certainty, but today's Saturday. We're already looking at the next Thursday within the range to start keeping an eye on it. Of course, the first alert weather team will be keeping you updated. Right now, pretty quiet locally, but here's the leading edge of that really cold air coming with snow to the Midwest. No snow here locally, but I will say if you're headed down to maybe Richmond, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, or into West Virginia, this cold air as it moves in could create some widespread snow to our south and west. But dry this evening, dry through the rest of the weekend, and because we're starting to clear out of it and we have that cold air mass settling in, it is already quite cold outside. 35 in Pikesville, 34 Cockeysville, approaching freezing in Glenarm. We're at freezing in Falston, 32, Essex, 36, not far from it in Finksburg at 34, Woodstock, 35 degrees. And of course, the sun just set about 2.5 hours ago. A lot of darkness left to continue to cool. And we're back to the freezing mark in the city by 10 p.m., I would say at the latest, and then settling back into the upper 20s out the door in the morning. Not just Baltimore, many neighborhoods in the mid to upper 20s. Frederick at 26, Easton 27, 27 in Elkton, 28 Clinton, 26 in La Plata. So again, a cold start, and we're on your corner in Howard County. Neighborhood forecast. This is the part of the metro that will be coldest tomorrow, waking up to 26 in Simpsonsville. Ellicott City just a skosh warmer, 27. Getting back into the eastern portion of Howard County, it'll be in the mid-20s. So cold for runners early on in the morning, but quickly we're back in the upper 30s, lower 40s. Still very chilly, but more pleasant to run in than temperatures in the 20s, right? I've lowered your Baltimore high temperature to 43 tomorrow. Clouds abundant, a little bit of sunshine though. Elkton 42, 41 in Hagerstown. So if you're headed to the games, 40s. That's what it says on the thermometer and on your phone. But with a breeze factored in, it'll probably feel like the 30s for that fourth quarter. So make sure you grab that winter coat. Real cold arrives Monday, feeling like the single digits in the teens on our Tuesday. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., feeling like 6 possibly. 6 degrees in Westminster, 19. Annapolis, 20. Baltimore, 16 in Elkton. So breezy and a frigid start Tuesday. Try to warm up Wednesday. There's that system we're watching late Thursday, Friday. Keeping an eye on it. If it trends any more impactful, we will give you the first alert. But for now, just a couple of days to watch as this busy and cold weather pattern continues. WJZ at 7 is back after this.